If you're thinking about moving to Halifax or anywhere in HRM, there's one area that keeps coming up more and more in conversations. This is especially for the young professionals, the relocators, and the people who want an urban lifestyle without the staggering downtown Halifax pricing. I'm talking about the Dartmouth waterfront area. I've only recently heard from a few people calling downtown Dartmouth the Brooklyn of Halifax. And after some thought, I absolutely love it. Today, I want to explain why I personally like this area so much and what actually makes it different from the rest of Nova Scotia and who it truly makes the most sense for when making a move. Now, this isn't about hype. This isn't about trends. This is about real buying based on how people actually live once they move here to Dartmouth. Before we get into my top 5 reasons, I want to say this clearly. There is no single best area in Dartmouth, or to be more broad, Nova Scotia. There's only the area that fits your lifestyle, your budget, and your long-term goals for your next move. Now, my goal with this video is to help you decide whether the Dartmouth waterfront area or downtown Dartmouth should be on your shortlist or whether another area might make more sense for you at this point in your life. If you're planning a move to Halifax, I have free relocation and neighborhood guides available on my channel. And if you comment on this video, I'll send the information to you directly so you can view it right away or leisurely at your own time. Now let's get into my top 5 reasons why I like the Dartmouth waterfront area and why you shouldn't take it for granted. Reason number 1, the ferry commute is a game changer. One of the biggest reasons I like Dartmouth waterfront is because of the ferry, and I don't say that lightly. The Dartmouth Halifax ferry has become one of the best commutes in HRM. It's predictable, it's efficient, and it removes a high amount of daily stress from people's lives. Think about it for a minute. Would you rather sit in traffic on the Dartmouth Bridge or be bumper to bumper on the highway during rush hour when instead of all of that, you could just take the ferry, grab a seat and cross the harbor in a calm, consistent way to start your day off right, or even flip that to end your day after a long day at work? For people who work in downtown Halifax, this completely changes how they experience their day. You're not budgeting extra time just in case you're stuck sitting at looking at brake lights for your morning. You're starting and ending your day with a routine that actually feels manageable. That's a big reason demand along Dartmouth waterfront has grown the way it has over the past few years. It's easier means of travel that gives you a better start and end to your day. That sounds pretty relaxing to me. Number 2, you get an urban lifestyle without peninsula pressure. Another reason I like Dartmouth waterfront area is that it offers an urban lifestyle without the intensity of living on the Halifax Peninsula. So hear me out. You still get walkability. You still get cafes, restaurants, breweries, and waterfront paths. You still feel connected to the city, again, just like Brooklyn, but you're not dealing with the same congestion, noise, or price pressure that comes from living on the Halifax Peninsula side of the water. For a lot of buyers, especially relocators, this is the sweet spot. You get the energy of the city without feeling overwhelmed by it. That balance is rare, and it's one of the biggest reasons people who move here end up staying longer than they expected. Reason number 3 on my list, and it's the type of development. It actually makes sense. Something that really stands out about Dartmouth is the type of housing that's been built here and new developments that are being built here. Much to the newer developments have been designed for modern living. The layouts are functional. The spaces are usable. Natural light is a priority here, and buildings tend to integrate better with the surrounding neighborhoods rather than feeling like there's a huge disconnect here. This attracts a very specific type of buyer: young professionals, downsizers, remote workers, relocators who want something manageable but still have a high quality. When development attracts people who plan their life in their homes and not just to flip them, it creates a healthier, more stable area long term, and that stability matters. I'll share a quick example. I worked with a client who was relocating from out of province and was convinced that they needed to live on the Halifax Peninsula side to feel closer to everything. Now, once we actually walked through their lifestyle, where they worked, how often they went downtown, what they liked doing on the weekends, we looked seriously at the Dartmouth waterfront area. They looked at the growth and the potential, and they knew Halifax was nearing top dollar, where Dartmouth could be something special that not only fit their needs, but also be a better financial option for them in the long term. Once we found them an amazing condo, after a few months of living there, they told me that the Ferry had completely changed how they thought about commuting across the water. They filled me in on all of their new favorite coffee and brunch spots, and now they're even telling me how they recommend Dartmouth for a place to call home to all of their friends and family members. That's something I hear over and over again from previous clients and friends who make the move to Dartmouth. On paper, the difference doesn't seem dramatic. In real life, it's huge. Now, reason number 4, Dartmouth still offers strong value compared to Halifax. Now, let's have an honest talk about pricing when it comes to Dartmouth here compared to Halifax. The Dartmouth waterfront is no longer the cheap alternative it once was, but it still fares better when it comes to value compared to the downtown Halifax areas. When you compare square footage, layouts, and proximity to downtown, buyers often get a better bang for their buck. I know a lot of people in Toronto who have said their finances go further when they move from Toronto to Halifax. That same type of mentality can be said here from people who move to Dartmouth instead of Halifax. You're effectively downtown without paying the downtown premiums. This is why so many buyers see Dartmouth and the downtown Dartmouth area as a smart middle ground for their lifestyle. It's full of conveniences and long-term upside without stretching the finances unnecessarily. Now, don't hear what I'm not saying. If you love Halifax and want to be on that side of the peninsula, by all means, we can find you and your family an amazing Halifax home. But the reality is, you can more often than not get more home for cheaper in Dartmouth. Reason number 5, demand here is lifestyle driven, not trend driven. The final reason why I like the Dartmouth downtown and waterfront area so much is the type of demand it attracts. People move here because they want to live here. They want the water access. They want the walkability. They want the community. That lifestyle-driven demand tends to hold up better over time than a trend-based demand. Even when markets cool, well-located waterfront areas continue to attract interest, not because they're immune to change, but because their appeal doesn't disappear when the news headlines shift from one thing to the other. Now, there are only so many places in HRM that offer this combination of access, lifestyle, and convenience. The Dartmouth waterfront and downtown area is a great fit for people who value walkability, ferry commuting, a strong sense of community, and modern urban lifestyle living. Now, if you're looking for a home with a large yard, if you have multiple vehicles and need parking spots, or you want a traditional detached suburban setup, then Dartmouth downtown by the waterfront might not be the best spot for you at this time. and that's okay. The goal isn't to make every area fit every buyer. The goal is to find the right match for you and what you need with your lifestyle. If you're planning to move to Dartmouth or HRM and want help comparing areas like the downtown Dartmouth area to other neighborhoods, I have a free relocation and neighborhood guide available for you. You can find it in my on my channel, or if you comment on this video, I'll send you the information directly so you can look at it at your leisure or right now, right away. I'm Logan Tomcik, your real life realtor.